That charge from our fallen comrades was for us to continue to keep faith with them and their service and with one another. Because their power in service and their powers as veterans stemmed from keeping faith with one another. And they were able to accomplish their mission because they did it by serving together. 100 years ago today, President Wilson gave a speech on the one-year anniversary of the end of World War I. And in part, this is what he said. Out of this victory, there arose new possibilities of political freedom and economic concert. The war showed us the strength of great nations acting together for high purposes, and the victory of arms foretells the enduring conquest which can be made in peace when nations act justly and in furtherance of the common interests of men. To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service, and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of nations. According to Wilson, our power and our strength came from acting together in high purposes. That's true of a nation. That's true of sailors, soldiers, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, and Merchant Marines, and it's certainly true of veterans. The power of acting together in high purposes. This weekend, of course, celebrates Veterans Day, but it also is an opportunity to celebrate the 244th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. I figured you would say that. In the halls of the Pentagon, there is a quarter that shows a portrait and a picture of every commandant of the Marine Corps, except one of them is different from the rest. The fourth, Commandant Anthony Gale, didn't earn or deserve a picture or portrait. There's just simply an empty silhouette recognizing he was the commandant, though he served not faithfully, but dishonorably. And so there is that empty silhouette representing his service of unfaithfulness. Those that are assembled here as veterans have undoubtedly served faithfully. But sometimes as veterans, it's easy to feel like a faceless, nameless silhouette. But I want those veterans and their families that are assembled here under the sound of my voice to take away a couple of important truths. The veterans community here in the Aerospace Valley is thriving because you are serving together. And if you are a veteran, you should stand tall, you should stand proud, and undoubtedly, you must continue to stand together. Because in order for us to accomplish our mission here in this community and here in this country and for one another, then we need to remember our sacred common bond, and everything that we do, we must continue to do it serving faithfully together. Thank you so very much, and happy Veterans Day.
Thank you so much, General Teichert. Today, as I've said, we have a lot in store for you, so to follow those brilliant words of wisdom and gratitude, we have our Guardian Brass. The Guardian Brass is the most active ensemble of the Air National Guard Band of the West. They perform at numerous military and civic functions throughout the year. The group provides ceremonial music for all branches of the armed forces. They performed here in 2017, and they had such a warm welcome and such a great response that we've invited them back for today. Today's group consists of Senior Master Sergeant Gerald Lockwood, Airman First Class Kenneth Scythen, Master Sergeant Robert Barton, Tech Sergeant Dan Olivas, Staff Sergeant Jeffrey Habel, and Senior Master Sergeant Scott McPherson. And now they will entertain us by playing This Is My Country.
1, 2, 2.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I kind of felt like dancing to that. So thank you so much for sharing your talent. We are very fortunate on our Antelope Valley Wall Committee to have a diverse and talented committee to plan this event. One of those members is Margie Hernandez, who is just beginning to delve into her poetic side, and she is ready today to share a poem she wrote especially for Veterans Day called How You Recall.
Good morning, afternoon. How you recall that day you swore to serve our country to the core. That clothing issued brought a view of raw recruits, this showed true. Remembered hair was cut away, this look was quite a while to stay. Your trek before long tid show, new GIs marching row by row. And then one day emerged a form, each proud trained troop in uniform. You followed orders as you should, to do your best in pride you would. Some served in peace, some went to war, brave heroes passed through heaven's door. You cherished friends who served with you, great buddies all, how you discuss. So many thoughts will never wane, for what you shared, let closeness reign. For your bond was light, the best to see. For when you served, this had to be. The purpose was to keep us free. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Margie, for showing your gratitude to our veterans through your poetry. Since 2014, the AV Wall has been honored to be a United States of America Vietnam War commemorative partner, recognizing the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. This enables us to properly recognize and thank our Vietnam veterans with the presentation of the Vietnam Veteran Lapel Pin and Presidential Proclamation. So it is my pleasure to introduce Joe Ramos, who serves as the Senior Advisor to the Director of the United States of America Vietnam War 50th Anniversary Commemoration.
Hello, everyone. As a lasting memento of the nation's gratitude, the commemoration designed the Vietnam Veteran Lapel Pin with the intent of having the commemorative partners publicly present one to each veteran who served during the Vietnam era period. Excuse me, I grabbed the wrong set. The good news is this is the shorter version.
He's just pretending he needs notes.
Okay. This lapel pin features an eagle's head, which represents courage, honor, and dedicated service, stripes representing our nation's flag, and 6 stars representing the allies who served, sacrificed, and fought alongside one another in Vietnam, all encircled by a ring of blue, matching the canton of our national flag, and signifying the vigilance, perseverance, and justice. The phrase, "A grateful nation thanks and honors you," bless you, is embossed on the reverse side, along with the commemoration's name. It's an honor to be here, and I'll turn this back over to one of our most distinguished commemorative partners, Point Man Antelope Valley.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much, Joe. Normally, our AV Wall Committee presents these pins to you. Normally, we give you a hug. But today, there are some other people that want to present them to you and give you a hug. So we wanted to make it extra special this year. So we invited some of our elected officials and dignitaries to participate in this pin distribution. So it is my privilege to invite Senator Scott Wilk, Assemblyman Tom Lackey, and Brigadier General Teichert, and Rat Pack Ricky Medlin to please come forward to the center stage. And our lovely assistants, Margie, Linda, and Darlene, are going to help facilitate here. And my ushers, John Namath and Steve Willis. Steve, I never told you you were an usher. I just realized that. Steve, you're an usher. You're hiding from me, aren't you, Steve? If I could get John Namath and Steve Willis up to our center aisle. I know, the girls are where they belong, I just gotta say. My guys are just not listening real well today. Particularly my husband. And her husband. We just might have to give them a pay cut. John, you're an usher in the middle. Okay, so now that we have all this handled, and I do want to say that these gentlemen in front who are going to be distributing the pins and the scrolls got here early and took a training from me, so they know a lot right now, okay? They attended special protocol training this morning, and they are humbled to present you with this small token of appreciation. So at this time, I would like to invite all United States veterans who served on active duty regardless of location in our United States Armed Forces from November 1st, 1955 to May 15th, 1975. Please come forward up the center aisle to receive a pin and a proclamation as a token of our gratitude. I have to say that that portion of our ceremony is probably the best part of my volunteer work. I do not believe we can say thank you to our Vietnam veterans too many times. We are fortunate to have so many people in our valley who want to honor our veterans. To open our ceremony, you heard Ricky Medlin, who has been dubbed Rat Pack Ricky, sing our national anthem, and he will now sing a couple of his favorites in his classic style. Please welcome Rat Pack Ricky.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. 'Cause you are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. heart with song and let me sing forevermore. 'Cause you are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, why don't you please be true? Yeah. In other words, in other words, I just love you. Thank you very much. I just want to say thank you to our veterans. Thank you for serving. I appreciate it so much, and our country thanks you. Hopefully enjoy this next song. It's one of my favorites, and I really feel like it's the story really fits what you guys went through being so far away from home. Hopefully enjoy one of my favorite songs, Home. And if you know the words, please sing along, so that way if I mess up, I can look at one of you and pick up where I'm at. Even if you don't know how to sing, just sing. Another summer day is come and gone away. There is a road, but I wanna go home. You know, maybe surrounded by many people lives to feel alone, just wanna go home. Oh, I miss you, no. I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, each one a lie out to. I'm fine, baby, how are you? I won't send them, but I know that it's just not enough. My words are cold and flat. You deserve more than that. Another airplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. Oh, I've got to go home, and let me go home. I am just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. And that feels like I'm living someone else's life. It's like I just stepped outside when everything was going right. And I know it's why you could not come along with me. This was not your dream, but you always believed in me. I don't know what today has come and gone away, and even Paris and Rome, and I wanna go. Oh, let me go. I'm surrounded by a million people. I still feel alone, and let me go. Oh, I've got to go. Let me go home. I'm just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. Let me go home. Yes, it'll all be alright. I'll be home tonight. I'm coming back home. Thank you, and have a great day, everybody. How about a round of applause for all of our volunteers as well? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ricky. You're as wonderful as always. Now, no Veterans Day ceremony would be complete without a little friendly singing competition. So I have asked and or told and or begged a couple of people to come forward to help encourage the veterans from their branch of service to sing when their song is played in the Armed Forces medley. So representing the Army, please come up on stage, is Steve Knight. They're not all singing with you. You better have a better singing voice than that. And just in case Steve doesn't know the words, they're in really large font here for him. All right, Steve, you want to stand on over here? Army's going to go first. Representing the Marine Corps, Mark Blum, who's very nervous, so give him a rousing round of applause. He may never speak to me again after this.
Big letters?
You get to stand next to, yeah, you want to, yeah, you go over there. Representing the Navy is Fred Villa, who may never volunteer for me again after this. Where is Fred? Hey, Navy. Fair winds and following seas. Fred, where did you go? Oh my gosh, he totally jumped ship.
Get Al Hoffman right there.
Al Hoffman is a Navy man.
Yeah.
Come on up, Al.
Come on, Al!
Thank you.
Yes, good job, Steve.
And if Fred finds the courage, he will join you. But I'm thinking I scared him. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
It's good that people know you, Al.
Thank you for volunteering, Al.
You know, actually, Mark, I'm going to have you at that microphone, and then you're going to get behind Steve, and there's your words in less large print, okay? All right, and representing the Coast Guard, I believe when I asked him, he was the only coastie in the room, Dave Corbin.
Woo! Yeah!
I know there's a few more coasties here now, but I also want to tell you that about 3 years ago we did this, and Dave didn't know the words, and I was very sad. So he promised he would learn them, but he does have them down in print to read them. And then here for the Air Force is Ms. Myra Duarte. All right, there's your word. You're going to get the line behind Al there. Okay, and just so you know, the words for all of you are printed on the second to last page of your program. So I know that like everybody cheered for everyone when they came up. So I'm going to ask you to sing along. Yeah, look, okay, Fred, you need to thank Al.
Are you Fred?
This is Fred. This is Fred. Do a duet, Fred.
Make it easier on the boat.
Come on up here! Yeah! Here we go. We want Fred! Yeah!
We'll sing together.
Yes, we will.
Okay, now the tricky part of this is on the band because they're just going to play from one song to the next with no break in between. So we're going to go Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force. So make sure you are at that microphone when your song starts. And when they play your branch song, you are to stand and help this poor soul up here so it sounds really good.
Just a one.
Are we ready? Ready? Army! Come on, Army guys! Louder! Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. When it's high, high, hey, with arms on its way, count off the cadence loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the Army
to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of the United States Marines. Hoorah!
Navy! Woo! My boys and girls, get up here! Farewell to foreign ships, we sail at break of day and break through our last night. Dream to the front until we meet once more. Is wishing you a happy voyage home. Coast Guard!
We're always ready for the call.
Our trust
We
in
place our trust in
surf
thee.
and storm
Through
and
surf and storm and howling gale, high shall our purpose be.
is our
God is our guide, our fame, our glory to
save
to
or
fight,
fight
to
or
save,
die.
to
Coast Guard,
fight.
we are for
Aye,
you.
Coast Guard, we are you. Yippee!
Into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam boys, give her the gun! Give her the gun! Down we dive, spouting our flame from under. Off with one hell of a roll. With his fame, we're down in flame. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force! Wow! Woo-hoo! I would like you all to go step on that forward stage and take a bow. That was like incredible. Go up there and let everybody see what wonderful people you are. Come on, out to the front. Even you, Fred. All right. Can you please give them a round of applause? That was actually really cool. All right, time's up, Fred. Now you're out of here. Thank you all so very much. That was a great show of patriotism and good sport. That's always a little good exercise and a friendly rivalry, and they helped each other out even. So I do want to say thank you so much for coming out today to show your respect and appreciation for our veterans. Our theme for this year's AV Wall display is 10 years of bringing people together. And over the past few days, this theme has been lived out in every visitor and veteran who came through our gates. Please stop by our AV Wall Memories tent to see samples of items that have been left at our wall over the past 10 years. And please be sure to pick up our special 10th anniversary pin. I went a little pin happy this year, I'm sorry, but we have a special 10th pin, we have a special veteran pin, we have a Vietnam veteran pin. But please, if you did not get one yet, we do have a special commemorative pin recognizing our 10th anniversary. And we also have a very special 10th anniversary publication printed by Aerotech News. Please make sure you take those today, and they can be found at our entrance gate or the information tent. Our AV Wall is strictly supported by our wall rentals and our donations. So if you would like to support our ministry, we do hope that we have enlivened your spirit and made our veterans feel loved, honored, and respected. We do appreciate you. I do realize that you could be out at Crazy Otto's or Denny's or Applebee's or any other number of yummy places getting free food, which most of you did. I heard quite a few of you saying you went to Denny's this morning. But you are here, and we appreciate that. We are honored. Tonight, taps will be played at 9 p.m., and we will remain open until 8 a.m. tomorrow. Our next display will be in El Centro, California in March 2020 for National Vietnam War Veterans Day. So to our veterans, I say thank you for your service. To our civilians, thank you for being here to show your appreciation. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Thank you.